Right, I've got to tell you this Fartmiester malarkey is lasting quite some time, but in truth I'm enjoying doing it. Now, today I'm the proud owner, or yesterday, I'm the proud owner of a brand new pump. So I'll do your twizzle and let you have a look. There we go. And I've just tested it with a 12 volt transformer thingy that I've had from somewhere, and it works quite nice. I don't know whether I can use a variable speed on it, but it has got a variable speed screw there that you can alter the speed, but I'm hoping I can use a variable resistor of some sort. But the interesting thing is, look, is this filter. I like the cut of its jib. You put that on the side where the grain comes from, I suppose. I'll try and undo it with my hand, with one hand. Oops, but it's got like a very, very fine gauze, so that should stop any grain going into the motor there. So hopefully it'll be a lot better than my washing machine, dishwasher motor. So the next job I've got to do is I've got to do some pipe work on the machine. Decide how I'm going to get all the pipe work back up and running, and then fit the motor there somewhere, and then I'll come back to you when I've done that and explain what I've done. So like I say, sorry to bore you with episode, I don't know, it's 5 or 6 or whatever, but onward and upward. Well, it's finally done. The old Fartmiester brewing machine is complete, so I'll just do your twizzle and show you the finished, and then I'm going to attempt to brew. So let's do your twizzle. Right, now the motor's in. I've got that sorted out, and it's easy to get at the filter. So that's all done. So, to show you then, so it comes in there, doesn't it? The water goes in there, the mash tun goes on the top, filter at the bottom, it goes out of that tap once I've mashed in. It can't come out of that tap because that's where I drain it for fermenting. Goes through there, into my pipe there, through my pump, through the filter, which will hopefully catch the grain, into my cupboard, out there, and that's where I fix my sparge arm across onto that. Then I do the sparging, and then when I've done the sparging I lift it with the what's it, by which time the water's heated up in the boiler in the top there. And it's not sparging the first one, recirculating, and then it's sparging on the second one. So that's complete. So shit a bust today I am doing. What am I doing today? Cascade single hop, and what I've done, I've set the beersmith for they've got a setting for the what is it, the bloody grain master, so I'm going to do it at that setting and see what comes out. Right, the first job is fill that little baby up twice with hot water from your own. The setting for the mashing temperature according to beersmith is 69.8, so I've set it at 70 degrees. I've put 20 litres of water, hot water from the hot water tank upstairs, and I've set the ST 1000, so hopefully it'll switch on and off with those mashing temperature up to 70. It keeps clicking in and out quite nicely. So I've just got the probe in the top bit, so what I'm going to do next is put the inner bucket in and then start mashing in with 5 kilos of Maris Otter and about 235 grams of carapils. So I'll mash it. The bin's sinking into the mash tun, and I'm going to set this to 65 degrees now because that's what the mash temperature should be, so I'll reset that now. Sparging arm on, so let's switch the pump on, and I've got it with the transformer up there, so let's see what happens. Nothing seems to be happening. Oh, it is. Oh dear. Seems a bit iffy. Oh, I better switch it on. That does help. So it seems to be catching the grain, and it's recirculating. So I'll let it wet the grain a little bit and then I'll top up with a bit more grain. So yeah, make sure you switch the on off. Satisfying noise it makes. And looks like the grain is getting filtered in there. 64.8, 7, 6. Oh, heater back on, look. Let's see what it does. So that's boiling away. Slowly heating up. It's taking a while to get to the desired temperature, 62.1. So that's with the probe inside. It is overflowing the size a little bit, but I don't suppose it matters all that much. So in the meantime, now I'm going to set this one running, the top one, and I've got to set it to 77 degrees. So I switch that on and whack the temperature gauge in there. So I switch her on. So what's it set on? 77. So switch that boiler on at the side. Dribbling over the edges there, so I've just put a bit of tin foil just to keep it in. The temperature, it varies a little bit. 68 now. It's weird. It does go up and down a bit, but the grain temper should stop. The temperature's stopping pretty constant now. It seems to go up and down a little bit before it settles down. I've had to put a bit of, like I say, put tin foil around the the edges just to stop it from spilling out. But there's no grain catching in the sparge arm thingy. That's heating up now, and that's at 65. So the temperature gauge is in that one. The pulley's all ready to lift that lot up now. I've got another 40 minutes by the looks of it, have I? Right, 25 minutes to go. The temperature is settled out now. It goes up and down a bit, but only by a couple of degrees, which ain't bad. But the actual liquid is getting quite clear on the top. You can see the grains. And I started off at 10 bricks on my refractometer, and then it went up to 13, so I'm just going to check it again and see bricks, and it's 14, so it's gone from 10 to 14. So it's pretty 10 minutes to go. The temperature's stopping pretty steady really, it's not too bad at all, up and down a couple of degrees. The motor's lovely and quiet, and it's really crystal clear in there now. In fact, I'm bloody amazed. So another 10 minutes. The top boiler's at temperature for sparging. So the next job will be to lift the bucket out, rest it on the griddle, and sparge with the top one. Right, next stage is to lift the inner thing out. Lift it lift. So fingers crossed the break. So I'll switch the sign off for you. So switch it off. Switch. Take sign off. Right, here goes. Just keep that on just in case. So I've put that on to full blast to bring it up to the boil. I've switched the lever off. I've swapped the plugs over so that it's going to bring it up to a boil without using the STC. That's heated up to 77.3, which is ideal for sparging, and that's sparging through nicely. Held up with the thing and the grill. So we'll just let it fill quite almost to the top and bring it to the boil, and away we go. Sparge is complete. So I'm just dribbling the last dribbles through there, so I'll get rid of that now. Just bringing it up to the boil now. The bricks is 12 after sparging, which is not too bad. So I've just got to bring it up to the boil and add the first addition. I've reached a rolling boil. It's not foaming so much as normal for some unknown reason, so I'm just going to add my first addition. And set the timer for an hour. I won't show you putting the other additions in, I'm sure you've seen all that before. So it's about 10 minutes to go, and I've got to fit the wort chiller now. And the wort chiller fits to that, into there, and then the out pipe will go up into the top of that to store the water so I can clean the pump. The wort chiller in there, and that'll sterilise for 10 minutes in the boiling wort, and then it'll catch the hot water in there. Then I can fix a tap to that to go down to not a tap, a pipe into the end there, into that, to fix onto the end of that there, which will flow. That'll be locked off. That'll flow through the pump up and out of here. To there rather, and then out. So it'll clean it. It's the cooler off, and I've steeped the last edition for 20 minutes at, it's supposed to be 80 degrees, but it's going down a little bit. It's cooled down enough. It's down to, what is it, 30. I'm not worried about that. And I'm draining it into the fermenter. So I'll take the coil out. That's it completely drained. So I've got about 18 litres there. I'm going to top it up, and that's the bloody mess in the bottom of the mash tun. It's up to 5 gallons. Give it a good shake so there's plenty of bubbles in there. I've already done some yeast, got that going, and the temperature is, it was 23 when I put it in that jar, so it's knocked it down a bit. So I'm going to pitch the yeast and whack it into the fridge. Let's come to the cleaning stage. So what I've done, I've put the pipe that was on the coil, the cooler coil, onto there, and then that goes down, and I fixed it onto the tap where I drain it out. That one's locked, so it can't go into the tank, and it will go through there, through the filter, back up and out. Okay, see you in a bit. Bye. Bye. Tap on. And let's switch it on. Well, fellow brew tubers, what an epic journey we've all been on. Well, I have. I've done the old 6, I bet you're not. Yeah, episode 6. It's like, what do they call it? Don't call it a series, they call it a chapter. Bugger if I know. Any road up, the Fartmiester is now complete, and would I do it again? Yeah, you bet your life I would. I've really enjoyed doing it, and I think I've got a fantastic machine. Without doing all the filming, I think it'll be so much more efficient. A lot less to clean at the end. I've only got really the boiler at the bottom, the mash tun thing that lifts out, and the boiler, and that was the only thing that were really mucky. I had to swill the pump out. That went really well as well, got all the crap out of that. So I'm really well pleased with it. I don't know how much it's cost in the end, but I shall work it out and be shocked, I suppose. But I'm happy with it, and I hope you've enjoyed the little journey with the old fart, and thanks ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Not watching. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, I'll call it a day. I've just had a shower. My beer came out opening gravity at when I'd added the extra water. I added some water to bring it up to 5 gallons. It came up at a very respectable 1.050, and I don't really like terribly strong beer, which I've been making all along, and I've been getting too pissed up, and I just want this as a session beer. So it's got a nice bitterness with it, so I'm hoping to do a taste test later on when it's all done. Any road up, that's me done, and we'll have a pint. Bye.